All right, everybody, today is Thursday, September 3rd. Thursday, September 3rd, you should have taken care of your attendance quiz. And you have your notebook out, and I want you to open to where you left off yesterday in your literal equations notes. We're still talking literal equations today. So if you were lost yesterday, today is your chance to hopefully get those questions answered that you still have. For today's warm-up, go ahead and solve the equation below for W. A equals LW. Solve this for W for me, please. Pause the video and see if you get it right. All right, if I'm solving this for W, remember yesterday we talked about circling whatever letter I'm solving for. If I only see two things next to each other and one of them is what I'm solving for, well, then I'm just going to divide. When I do that, my L's cancel on the right, leaving me with W, and then I still have A over L. Since W's alone, I have my final answer. As always, guys, make sure you pause the video if you need to finish copying something down. Remember, I'm going fast through this just because this is a video. All right, this next problem is area of a triangle. I want to solve for H. All right, so we got a fraction here that we will have to deal with. All right, in the end, we're trying to solve for H. That means B and 1/2 need to be moved to the opposite side. Now, normally we say at this point, go ahead and divide. We can do that. Or we can get the fraction to the other side first. Me, I'm going to get rid of that fraction first because I don't like it. And I know a lot of you guys don't like it either. Remember what we talked about when solving equations and solving inequalities. To get rid of a fraction, multiply by its reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply by the flipped fraction of 1/2, which is 2 over 1. Which makes the left-hand side 2A. On the right-hand side, the 1's cancel, the 2's cancel. And I'm left with BH. Again, I am solving for H, so I need to get rid of that B. To do that, I'm going to divide both sides by B. Those B's cancel, leaving me with H equals 2A over B. And that's my final answer. All right, we saw some of these again yesterday. Again, this is just kind of a review to make sure we fully understand how to do these. So this time I am solving for Y. Remember to always look for what letter you're solving for. Don't assume the letter. It should tell you which letter you're solving for, or in your answer choices, it will tell you what you're solving for. In this case, we are solving for Y. So that means I need to get X over to the right-hand side because I don't want X's on the same side as my Y's. Let's add 9X. My X's on the left-hand side cancel. I still have negative 3Y though, equals 12 plus 9X. Because again, those are not like terms. I cannot combine them. I'm next going to divide by negative 3. So that way I don't have it on the left-hand side. It moves over to the right-hand side. I'm then going to look at 12 divided by negative 3. That's going to give me negative 4. And then 9X divided by negative 3. 9 divided by negative 3 is negative 3. And then I still have X. All right, why don't you guys try this one? Pause the video and see if you're able to do it. All right, so this time, like I said, don't ever assume what you're solving for. This time we're actually solving for X. So I'm solving for X, meaning I need to get Y over to the other side. So add 45Y. I'm left with negative 5X. My Y's cancel, equals 20 plus 45Y. Next, I go ahead and divide by negative 5. My negative 5's cancel on the left, leaving me with X equals On the right-hand side, though, I have 20 divided by -5, which is -4. And then I have 45y divided by -5, which is -9y, giving me my final answer. All right, here's a review of one with all letters, no numbers on it. Solve for M. Pause the video, see if you can do it. All right, so if I'm solving for M, just like what I've done in the past, I'm going to circle the letter I want to solve for. I don't want to move this MX. I want to get rid of this B over to the other side. So I'm going to subtract B. Y minus B, those are not like terms, so those stay the same. MX, I haven't done anything with, but my B's on the right-hand side cancel. Again, I am solving for M, so that means I need to divide by X to both sides. When I look Y and X, those do not simplify. Negative B and X does not simplify. Nothing simplifies, meaning that Y minus B over X equals M is my final answer. There will be some cases, everybody, that you will leave it as the fraction. But if it does simplify, I do expect you guys to simplify it. All right, so go ahead, go complete today's check for understanding. You have 2 questions today. Number 1 is given the equation B equals length times width times height. Solve for W. So that's an all letters equation. You need to solve for that. And then number 2 is solve 3x plus 2y equals 4 for y. So we got some numbers and letters in there, and we're solving for y. On today's check for understanding, you will need to work it out on paper, take a picture of it, and then submit that picture. If you cannot submit a picture for some reason, make sure you at least go into a Word document and type out all the steps that you've done and then submit that. Or in the actual submission, I've allowed it to where you can type in your steps there as well. Type those in and then submit it. As always, if you have any issues at all, or if you have any problems or questions, feel free to let me know. That way I can help you out. Otherwise, that's it for today. Again, go make sure you complete today's check for understanding.